you guys know. But nonetheless, we're up for a great match in today's first series of the day, stepping into the virtual arena. We are in the semifinals for Game of Futures 2024. We're going to be seeing Indonesia up against AP.BREN, holding the banner from Indonesia and holding the banner for the Philippines. The last Filipino team standing so far as Blacklist was knocked down. Will we be able to see AP.BREN push on forth to the grand final, or will we see RRQ Hoshi rise to the occasion?
Gonna be close. Is this how Bren defeats his former team? Right? Is it the Layla that we will see in this particular matchup that eventually overcomes AP.BREN? We'll be able to find out. For now, I'm looking at the matchups in all of the lanes. First off, Clint versus Layla. I gotta say, like, maybe it's still Clint favored, like if it's a pure 1v1, just because of the passive. And that's always been the case for Clint. He can win the laning stage just because of the passive. And I'm sure that Super Marco is pretty much able to be adept with that hero. Now we're looking at the other end. It's Paquito going up against the CC. Now this is like very tricky. It still is matchup based, but I gotta say it's probably is CC favored in a way that it's easier for the CC to duel against the Paquito. It's not a win per se, but it's a much easier for that one. But now Few.
Yeah, it's going to rush in a little bit of damage in the mid lane. I love how you kind of broke down some of these matchups, right? I mean, when we're looking at the Layla, we know it's a really late game damage dealer that can close the game out if you let her kind of get those items. And also, I always like to call it a glass cannon, right? Very squishy in the beginning, easy to kill if you can dive. And that should be a focus for AP.BREN if they do want to shut down Skylar. Because, I mean, we all seen how this played out before, right? So can AP.BREN be the difference and not have the same thing happen to them? As you are seeing a big clash in the mid lane, not able to connect with the Abysm Strike with some early aggression from RRQ Hoshi.
We haven't really talked much about this Dyreth, but I do like this pickup. Third pick coming up from RRQ Hoshi. After the Baksha was already revealed, they're confident enough to go for the jungle Dyreth, which we know is a direct answer to the Baksha, right? So it has enough burst to counteract the sustain that you can get from the Baksha, and there is no hero from AP.BREN, even the Ruby, that can stay in front of that Dyreth.
Yeah, it's big enough staying in front of things. Everybody fighting it out in front of the turtle. It does get reset. NetherRealm activated over there, trying to keep the team alive. Few being able to proc it. Ogwin will find Irad, though. Does take down the Duroth we were just talking about, meaning RRQ Hoshi will not have the retribution, and the first objective will go to AP.BREN.
I can see AP.BREN, after the Vengeance was popped from Banana, immediately they just, they dropped it like it's a very hot plate. And then they went in back for the Faramis ultimate, which allowed them to eventually take out Irad. And after the dash from the Dyreth, that is the main weakness of the hero, by the way. No immediate dash afterwards. Oh my god, that's the problem. You don't... That's the problem with Kufra, right? It doesn't really actually protect. If you look back 20 or 30 seconds ago, you can see AP.BREN's micro rotation, wherein they went in for the crab play. And they gave it to Super Marco. But now the dash in the middle.
Yeah, big knockup for the stun. Hitting Kyle TZ and Few, forcing out the NetherRealm, keeping the team alive. Abysm Strike, not going to deal the damage Irad was looking for. And back to the purple buff he goes. Vengeance proc by Banana. Very low, will disengage into the mid lane.
And that's actually what Brusco needs to be doing. Imagine if he initiated first, he couldn't have defended his teammates. However, Irad wanted to go for the play when there is still the Faramis ultimate. And unfortunately for RRQ Hoshi, this is the power spike for AP.BREN. When you have the Baksha that at the first turtle, it's gonna be great.
Ooh. Speaking of things that are great, massive damage. Destruction Rush able to connect onto Ogwin from Skylar. You're already seeing how heavy of a hitter that Layla can be. Irad trying to close the distance. Abysm Strike on the Super Marco, but now hit with the stun. Kyle TZ hiding the damage, slowing him down, trying to get a pick off. Down he goes. Few will take down Irad on the aggressive back lane play, and that'll be 3 kills on the board for AP.BREN.
Oh man, Irad just overheating up top. You'll understand why he went for that play. He knows that Super Marco is there, but Ogwin, even with just a quarter HP or even less, he went for the heads-up play to stun Irad so that Super Marco will be
Putting
able
some
to...
discomfort in the gold lane and the XP lane, taking down Skylar, taking Banana. They found a kill on Skylar, and they were also able to extend the gold lead for their marksman. He's now up 1,000 gold, Super Marco over him. But speaking about the lanes, Few will find Skylar, and you are seeing the chase on to Brusco. Flapteezy gonna hit him with the heavy left punch. That is gonna be 2 more kills for the side of AP.BREN, and now a 4,000 gold lead.
Whew. It's gonna bite him. And even Octa has to run away for now. And they're gonna be going for the turtle. I think this is AP.BREN's. Oh, Irad! Okay, never mind. Okay, the mechanic working on it.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, while they got the turtle on the bot side, though, you did see Flapteezy take that tier 2 turret. So they have map control.
They were able to poke RQ Hoshi. They were able to poke Octa. Then that meant that they can push easily. Another play.
Yeah, big play on the way. Super Marco will find Banana. They opted in on the conceal play. Just hold off. They can turn this around. But AP.BREN, like you said, going straight for the head, cutting the head off the Serpent. What they're looking to do, trying to shut him down. You are going to see big setup, though. Banana taking the half HP. Kyle Teasy going in for the kill. Flapteezy joining him. We'll take him down. Netherrealm to keep AP.BREN alive. Flapteezy will find Irad with a heavy left punch. 2 members falling for RQ Hoshi, and the Lord Pit has been controlled by AP.BREN. But can we see RQ Hoshi turn this around? No. Looks like they are going to have to disengage. They don't have the numbers. They don't have the damage. And they're also too far behind in the economy.
It can now be proven that AP.BREN is the tournament's tempo controller. Oh, Brusco with a play.
Ooh, rushes in on the Skylar. Flapteezy. Get it! The dynamic duo in effect. Brusco very low, makes his way into the tier 2 turret, which may open up the opportunity for Ogwin to try and push in. But you are seeing Octa over there. Both teams fighting out. Yeah. Now going over to that purple buff for a slight invasion. Man, overall, such a great game for AP.BREN. RQ Hoshi, what do they do to turn this around?
Well, they have to regain the tempo at the very least. Second, if they can't do that, the only other option here is to just survive this mid game. Just make sure that you don't lose your base. Maybe try to win when everyone is locked 23 minutes. But that's very difficult to do.
Yeah, definitely going to be a challenge. Destruction Rush going out from Skylar, trying to clear those minions. Not even enough damage to do that. Down goes the tier 2 turret in the mid lane. And now you're looking at RRQ Hoshi stripped down to their inhibitors.
Yeah. Gonna be difficult now for RQ Hoshi for sure.
The map, but AP.BREN,
there was a
letting the world know, hey, we are the champions, and we planned to let it stay that way, as they are going to go in with the concealed play. Kyle Teasy initiating onto RQ Hoshi. A double stun. Black Teasy will find Irad. 1 member falling. And it looks like RQ Hoshi will be forced back into the base.
Might have gone for the only play possible. Yeah, obviously he died, but then again, AP.BREN knew exactly that will happen. And now Lord Fight, no retribution for RQ Hoshi.
Yeah, Brusco winding up, decides to hit a quick 180. Wasn't able to find the opportunity. Skylar trying to get the steal, unable to connect with the Destruction Rush. AP.BREN will claim this Lord, and a body of Super Marco will take down Brusco. I would call that a 2-for-none trade. And right now, we haven't seen RQ Hoshi really take any objectives, no kills. And so far, it's been more of a reactionary side of things for them. AP.BREN just controlling the tempo.
You nailed the right fault. It's AP.BREN just forcing them to be in that spot. AP.BREN are so active, and they're taking control of the tempo so quickly.
Yeah, speaking about taking control, stepping into the base for RQ Hoshi for a possible early finish. AP.BREN trying to seize the opportunity, but the Lord is getting bursted down. It has now fallen, and out of the base, AP.BREN goes. Now, it is now 15 minutes in, getting to that 15-minute mark. Like we said, the later the game goes, the better it'll be for RQ Hoshi to be able to turn this around. Wind of Nature picked up from Super Marco, definitely getting ready to kind of take that fight and negate the physical damage, as you are seeing them possibly go in to try and take some of these remaining inhibitor turrets.
Yeah. AP.BREN very disciplined in this push, even when they're leading by so much. Now try to dive and Flapteezy with the halberd. That's gonna be deadly. I mean, that is your way of dealing with the Layla even in that late game because you have wave clear. Then again, will AP.BREN allow that? Because so far, AP.BREN, they have now the luxury to go for Banana.
Yeah, gonna go ahead and do the banana splits. Super Marco taking him down. Ice Cream Sunday. We'll be able to find one member, RQ Hoshi. Tried to get that contest on that last minute Lord still. Didn't really work out in his favor, and that's gonna put RQ Hoshi in a disposition in this team fight.
Really questionable play coming up from Banana going for that. I mean, they have already conceded the Lord. It didn't have to really look into that Lord, knowing that there's a lot of catch from AP.BREN. You have Kyle Teasy, and you have Ogun with the flicker and Flap Teasy. Then you're a CC with only one legitimate dash. So, really questionable play coming up from Banana out there.
Yeah, and AP.BREN holding the banner for the Philippines, trying to find their first game of the day up against Indonesia RRQ Hoshi. But some great defense. They were able to burst down that Lord to hold off AP.BREN from closing out this game a second time. Mentioned that 23 mark being the time that we are going to be looking to for RQ Hoshi to have the damage necessary with all the late game items for Skylar to turn this around. Trust in Layla, the $1 million baby in the scenes, could make the difference.
AP.BREN are going to be disciplined once more. I want to keep this 12-0 love set as much as possible, and you'll understand why. RQ Hoshi going to have to really commend their defense. Even when it was 4v5, they were able to keep Skylar safe. That's always going to be the case. And like I said, the Lilia is the bridge for them to get into the late game. You can set up your bombs. But now, Kautizi wants to fight. Oh my God.
Octa very low, trying to get away. Use the black shoes. Ogwin on the chase, but a massive damage output. Netherrealm going down. Super Marco will find Brusco. Few takes down Octa. 2 members down from the side of RRQ Hoshi. Make that a third as Super Marco gets another. Is going to go ahead and shut down Irad, leaving Skylar and Banana, the side laners who've been dealing so much damage in Game of Futures 2024 by themselves. AP.BREN, Kyle Teasy will shut down the $1 million baby. Skylar will fall. Banana trying to get away, but running the wrong direction. Looks like he won't be able to contest. They're just going to let him get out of there. He's not going to be able to recall back. Few still will get the kill in a full wipeout against RRQ Hoshi. AP.BREN takes game number 1.
That is a clinic from AP.BREN. This is how you win as a team. Absolutely perfect rotations in the early stages. Even